Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders was kicked out of a restaurant in her own state recently just for being exactly who she is. She posted to X, "Last week I was having lunch with two other moms at a restaurant when the owner approached a member of the state police executive protection detail and said my presence made the employees feel threatened and told us to leave." Arkansans are known for their warm hospitality, and while that restaurant didn't meet that standard, my administration will continue to focus on lifting Arkansans up, not tearing others down. She's doing a really great job of doing that so far in her tenure as Trump's White House press secretary and as the governor of Arkansas. And the restaurant in question, the Croissanterie in Little Rock, responded. Well, an employee did. Zachary Hickman showed no remorse for removing the governor from the establishment, posting this to Facebook. "Good morning. Sarah Huckabee Sanders, no amount of evil you send our way can ever take our smiles away. I am proud AF to work here. I am proud AF to be gay, and I am proud AF to be an Arkansan. My voice matters. Try again." And for as much as Huckabee Sanders is playing the victim now, she's been here before. The Red Hen in Lexington, Virginia once asked her to leave in 2018, back when she was working as Trump's press secretary during his first term in office. The restaurant cited the, quote, "inhumane and unethical administration that she served" as their reason for not wanting to serve her or even be around her.
"I endured relentless attacks from the left. I was insulted as a guest at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. My family was denied service and kicked out of a restaurant. And a parent at my 3-year-old son's preschool spit on my car."
And when people accuse leftists of being intolerant, sure, we are intolerant of people who refuse to tolerate the mere existence of others, people who champion legislation that is intended to make the lives of others worse. As a leftist, I can say that when I vote for someone, it's never to deliberately disenfranchise or perpetuate hate against someone else. I don't vote based on what someone else won't get to have or have access to. I vote in the hope that more people will be able to live comfortably and safely in their communities, in their homes, and even in their own bodies. So much of the Republican platform depends on cutting people out. It's rooted in exclusivity and exclusionism. They will continue to narrow the definition of the in-group as they go, because in order to maintain power in the way that they've chosen to obtain it, there always needs to be an in-group. For example, very hypothetically, if Republicans manage to successfully get rid of everyone who is not a wealthy, white, straight Christian male, then they will need something else to then distinguish the elites from the rest. Maybe then they'll be like, oh, you have to be blonde instead of a brunette, or only people over 6'2" are allowed to run for office. For the record, I don't actually think that that is where we're headed, but I'm just trying to illustrate a point. But there always has to be tension between who gets to be in and who gets to fight for recognition. When you choose to embrace an individualistic worldview and political platform over a communal one, you are choosing a political party that doesn't respond to oversight. You're choosing a party that is in place just to tell you to figure out your own problems on your own. They're not there to help you. You've got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, as is the American way. That is the culture that we have been fed. So what is the government even there for? I'm really not sure anymore. I suppose generously, the optics of a functioning democratic government still count for something. Conversely, in a more communal society and with a government that is more focused on community, so many of the problems that Americans face in the modern age get resolved. Just giving a super broad example, crime goes down typically because there is safety within the community. People know and look out for their neighbors. People are less desperate to turn to crime because there are more social safety nets within the community. Mothers are able to stay home with babies longer after giving birth. The community supports young children so that individual households aren't paying thousands of dollars every month for daycare. So many of the things the community used to provide has been monetized and inflated by the society individualism has built for us, and we let it happen. Today, life is significantly more expensive than it used to be. A recent study found that on average, American households would have to earn $400,000 to raise 2 kids comfortably in the United States today. Also, now that we've got no options for how we choose to live, the powers that be are able to essentially hold us hostage and charge us whatever they want for the things they know we now depend on. If our buying power was our democratic stronghold, if it was ever the way the collective could influence these pseudo laissez-faire markets, they've all but wrangled that power away from us. It's very difficult to boycott companies in meaningful, concerted ways now. It's not impossible, but it is incredibly difficult. And I'm not making the argument that centrist Democrats are going to be our saviors in this way. Progressives might, though. These conversations are still considered controversial or even superfluous, but these are conversations that we need to be having. We want a more connected society, especially now in a time where the world that has been built for us between the car centricity and the device dependency has resulted in perhaps the most viscerally disconnected society the world has ever seen. Sure, we have online spaces for connection, or that's what they tell us, but we don't have friends anymore, not the way we used to. If we want a way out of whatever future has seemingly been predetermined for us, the answer will be found in taking back the community that was taken from us. We deserve better. All right, that's it for me. Eid Mubarak to all those who celebrate. And if you got anything out of this, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks.